Export Promotion Capital Goods Scheme. If you want to export, you may have to invest in capital goods to make export products. You may find that capital goods procurement is costly, and then you see that you have to pay customs duties if you import your capital good machine or excise duties if you buy it in India. You wish there was a scheme to ease your burden, at least a scheme that makes these duties and taxes zero. FTP indeed has such a scheme for exporters. It is called EPCG scheme, Export Promotion Capital Goods Scheme. The objective of the EPCG scheme is to help in import or domestic procurement of capital goods like machinery, etc., for producing quality goods and services for exports. The idea here is to enhance India's export competitiveness. The scheme allows for duty-free import of capital goods or exception from duties in case the capital good is procured from a domestic supplier. What goods are eligible? Capital goods, by definition, are any plant, machinery, equipment or accessories required in manufacture or production or for rendering services. Besides capital goods, computer software systems, spares, molds, dies, etc., or catalysts are also allowed. You may refer to paragraph 5.01 of the Foreign Trade Policy for exact details. All of these items can be imported or indigenously procured without payment of duties under the EPCG scheme, given that they will be used for producing export goods and services. What are the obligations once the capital good is procured? Once a good has been imported, the authorization holder of the EPCG license would have to make exports and show proof of the same to DGFT for redemption of the authorization. The exports in the next 6 years should be at least 6 times the duty saved in the authorization. This export should be over and above the average exports done by the firm in the last 3 years. This export obligation is again divided into 2 blocks of 4-year and 2 years. At least 50% of the exports must be done in the first block of 4 years and the remaining in the last 2 years. For example, assume a firm is having an average export of 1 crore in last 3 years. Now, in April 2016, it buys some machinery for 30 lakhs and saves duty of around 10 lakhs under the EPCG scheme. The company must continue to make average exports of 1 crore for the next 6 years, that is, till 2022. Further, it has to make extra exports of 10 lakhs into 6 equal to 60 lakhs in the next 6 years. Period from the date of issue of authorization. Block of 1st to 4th year. Minimum export obligation to be fulfilled 50%. Block of 5th and 6th year. Balance EO. However, if the machine is not imported but brought from a domestic supplier, the export obligation is reduced by 25%. So, now the export obligation is 45 lakhs instead. This reduced export obligation is there to encourage the manufacture of good quality capital goods within India so that we do not have to import them. There are certain other relaxations given for green technology products, units located in the Northeast region, Jammu and Kashmir, etc. How does one apply? 1. To apply for an EPCG authorization, one has to make an online application with one's digital signature on the DGFT website under application form ANF5A. The details of the capital goods and the list of export items or service it will be used for should be provided. An independent charter engineer certificate must be furnished as per format given in Appendix 5A to show the nexus for the given capital goods. Basically, the engineer certifies that the machinery is required for making the given export items or services. 3. A chartered accountant, cost accountant, company secretary should provide a certificate as per the format given in Appendix 5B, stating the financial declaration of the firm and the exports done in the last 3 financial years. 4. Once the application is approved, an EPCG authorization is issued by DGFT, which must be registered at the port of registration as stated. The customs may impose a bank guarantee on the applicant if it perceives that there might be some risk in fulfilling the export obligation. 5. After the capital good is procured, it should be installed and a certificate of installation confirming the installation at the factory or premises mentioned must be furnished within 6 months. 6. As explained earlier, after installation, the export obligation must be met. The proof of the exports should be furnished with the DGFT office for redemption of the authorization. For more specific details regarding the EPCG scheme, please read through Chapter 5 of the Foreign Trade Policy and the Handbook of Procedures, which are available on the DGFT website. For further help, speak to the Niryat Bandhu officer at the DGFT office closest to you.